Hey, it's Bill Conley here. This is how to make holes in a belt. And when I say holes, I'm meaning multiple ones. Holes in the belts are usually about 1 inch apart, or you can figure about the length of what or width of what your thumb is, especially for a man. And that'll be just about right. You can do that. It's easy to do. You can make the adjustment and then you've got it. So I'm going to show you how to make holes in a belt here. So that I'll probably just do one or two here. So anyway, just letting you know how it's done. Okay, what I'm showing you here is a piece of leather that I have that I'm going to be putting some holes in. But what I want to talk about is the tools that we need to do this with. This is just considered a leather punch, and it has different hole sizes on it. And you simply click it to take it to the different holes. Now, sometimes you need to make a hole bigger than the largest one on there, and if that happens, then what you really need is a punch, and the punch looks like this. It's got a hollow out area here on the side. This is the sharp end. You drive it in, and of course the excess leather comes up through the top. So, and notice I've got a piece of leather here. When I drive this in, I sure as heck, don't want to hit the metal to metal on this little anvil I have here. So here I go. All I do is, with this punch, all I have to do is I go once, twice. I'm going to take a look. It didn't go through. And I hit it again. It's almost there. One more punch. I want to be careful. There you can see that I made the hole. Now, I made some other videos about, when you do these little side punches down the side. Well, what happens is as the leather is expanded apart, which it does with the punch, it also comes back together. So you always want to make sure that your holes are big enough, especially if you're doing a belt. You want to make sure that those holes are big enough that the shank of that belt buckle will go through it. Now, on the other hand, now here I have the punch. And if I want to punch a hole through it, sometimes I have to use both hands. And I usually turn it just to make sure that it does it. And there you can see, I'm showing you the back side, but I'll show you the smooth side. I've done it there. Now, if I want to go to a very small hole, which that's the very smallest, I can punch it. And you can see that I now have a very small hole that I've made. And basically, there's holes between that size there and that one there when you use one of these punches. I'm not sure. I've not seen anything any bigger than this other one. This one here, you could probably get by with most belts. But this one would be better for belts, especially if it's a bigger belt. Now, I've showed you the way to go about, putting a hole in a belt. And especially that's the way you should go, and not use a little prong or something like that, because like I say, leather has a tendency to shred if you're trying to pull a hole, say, in a belt or for some other reason. But anyway, to conclude here, you take care and have a good day.